The Canadiens are one of the most exciting teams to watch in the NHL right now. It doesn't matter if they win. It doesn't matter if they lose. Every game, this young team, they'll show up and work their nuts to the bone. But they do seem to have one problem so far in this season. Somebody's got to bring it up. Somebody's got to talk about it. And I'm going to dump this can of beans and wieners right out onto the table for everybody to see. And some of you aren't going to like it. So my advice to you is if you don't want to talk about it, then just don't watch the video. Just go watch Peppa Pig or something. But here we go. Last night, the Canadiens were hosting the Rangers. They were looking to make it 5 in a row. But you see, this game was different. Because for the first time this season, they were battling some injuries. Goalie, Line, Doc. Well, if it isn't bang, ding, and out, 3 of these guys weren't available for last night's game, which means Joe Veleno, wake up, man, put some gear on. It's time for your debut, and Owen Bick was also an emergency recall from the Laval Rocket. Now, the puck is dropped, and the boys, they actually came out of the gate flying in this one. I was impressed. Yuri Slavkovsky, he's going to get the party started. He opens the scoring in this game just a couple of minutes in. That's a beautiful pass from Cole Caulfield. When the Rangers get caught for a hook on the very next shift, guess what? It almost looked like the Habs were going to run away with this thing. Nick Suzuki snaps one in on the power play. That's his first goal of the season. And again, just like the first goal, he was the recipient of another beautiful pass. This time, it's Ivan Demidov showing off that vision. Now, one thing you're going to notice early in the first period is that the Habs keep pushing, okay? Yeah, they already got 2, but now they're looking for more. Demidov is just playing lights out there. He's going to force the Rags to take their second penalty of the game. Everything is looking good. Everything's fine and dandy. Until it's not. Right around the midway mark, Josh Anderson is going to get called for grabbing Borgen. And this is exactly when the Rangers are going to get a little bit of life in them. Mika Zibanejad on the power play. He's going to unload a piss missile past Samuel Montembeault. And it does make things a little interesting because now we got a 2-1 game and the Rags, they're trying to get back in it. They're looking for more. Even Matt Rampy, that skinny-ass Bigfoot, he's out there causing trouble in the offensive zone. He's looking for more. And when the first period comes to an end, the Habs, they're clenching their butt cheeks on a 1-goal lead. So now we're going to move on to the second period. And one thing you're going to notice here is that the next goal, everybody knows it's going to be a big one, okay? Everybody's looking for it. Laffy, the Rangers' first overall pick, he gets dangerously close. He even hits the post at one point during this period. But 2 of these goaltenders, they slammed the door shut during the second period. And really, I mean, the only bit of excitement that we get is a scrap between Arby and Carrick. Arby doesn't like seeing Lane Hudson get hit. To be honest, I mean, neither do I. Now, it wasn't really much of a scrap. 2 of these guys were gassed at the end of a long shift. But still, Carrick deserves a lot of credit here. Arby was way out of his weight class. And Sam is just, he's sneaky tough, that guy, okay? He's actually been a really good pickup for the Rangers. Now, before the second period comes to an end, I just got to point it out. Alexandre Carrier, he's going to take a penalty right here for holding Mika Zibanejad, which means when the third begins, the Rangers find themselves on a power play. And this is where it starts to get interesting. JT Miller, he's going to get a piece of this shot to tie this game up at 2. I was not feeling as confident anymore. Because it was at this point where the Rangers were just all over him. That team, man, that Rangers team. They might have had a bad start. They might have been down by a couple of goals right at the beginning of this game. But one thing they did not do is roll over. And when Matthew Robertson, far as a piss jog, past Samuel Montembeault to make it a 3-2 game, man, I wasn't happy about it because piss jugs, they got to be stopped, Sammy. No excuses. Jugs, they got to be stopped. Not even a minute later, it only gets worse. Artemi Panarin is going to make it a 4-2 game. I mean, the floodgates have officially opened. And even though Noah Dobson made it interesting, even though the Habs, they didn't give up. Just like the past couple of games against the Kraken and the Predators, they tried to claw themselves back into it and blow the roof off the Bell Center one more time. But no. Unfortunately, there just wasn't enough magic left in the tank to make that happen. Which means your final score of the game is 4-3 for the New York Rangers. All right? And again, that was a good road game that was played by that team. They didn't give up. Now, as for the Habs, I want to have a little chat with you guys. First up, I want you to understand something. Losses, they're going to happen. Okay? Sometimes they're going to be ugly. Sometimes they're even going to lose games, and they're going to lose them in bunches. It's inevitable. It happens to every team. It can't always be wine and roses, but I do stand by my words when I say that this is a very exciting team. And I think most of us, we can all agree that this is the most fun that we've been having watching hockey in a very long time. Just a friendly reminder, this is what the Habs lineup looked like just a couple of years ago. Blah. But even though I love them right now, and even though I love the way that they've been playing, it's time to let the cat out of the bag. Samuel Montembeault does not look very good right now. He doesn't look confident. You can kick, you can scream, and you can get angry at me all you want. But this is something that's been going on that I've been noticing even beyond the regular season. In fact, this actually goes back to the preseason. Samuel Montembeault, he's been struggling. And ladies and gentlemen, Kazakhstan's right now, I personally have a lot more confidence in Jakub Dabish. You see, one goaltender's got a .940 save percentage, and the other goaltender's got a .857. One goaltender's been giving his team a chance to win, and the other, piss jugs. I don't want you to take me the wrong way here, okay? I'm not trying to blame last night's loss on Samuel Montembeault. That's not what I'm trying to do. The reality is, the boys, they had a 2-goal lead, and then they went on and shit the bed. But during that third period, they could have used a couple of big saves, and unfortunately, they didn't get him. He is not a very confident-looking goaltender right now. You could see it. You could see it in his body language. And that's exactly why I think he needs a rest. And on Monday night against the Buffalo Sabres, I would undoubtedly start Jakub Dabish. He's the hot hand right now. He's underrated by a lot of fans, okay? For some reason, they pushed this kid to the side for some reason. All they want to talk about is Montembeault. All they want to talk about is Jacob Fowler. And I mean, yeah, they're good too. I think that Fowler is going to be great. But still, Dolby is a 24-year-old goaltender. He's just a pup. He had excellent numbers in university. I've been a really big fan of him because he's big. He takes up a lot of that net. And if Cub is the man who's putting up dubs right now for the Montreal Canadiens, then hey, why not make it interesting? Why not let him play a lot more games? Just saying. What's next? I still love you. Whatever it is that's been going on with you lately, again, I think it's a confidence issue, but I hope whenever you get back between the pipes again, you slam the door shut. But right now, starting on Monday, you got to go with who's going to give the team a better chance to win, and right now that's looking like Jakub Dabish. But that's going to do it, okay? That's my take on this goaltending situation. So what I want now is for you guys to let me know how you feel about this situation down in the comment section. You can let me know how you felt about that game last night in general. Were you upset? Did you miss bang, ding, and out? Do you think that's what went wrong? I want to hear all about it. Please don't forget to slap that like button right across the chin before you leave here. And hey, well, see you next time.